How's everybody doing? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a pick review. This is my first experience with this brand. It's called Clayton USA. When I first read the name of it, I would be tempted to call it acetal polymer, but Google tells me it is pronounced acetal.
Acetal. Acetal.
Acetal. Acetal. Anyway, they say this is a unique material among guitar picks. I'm reading this right off their package. It produces clean overtones, has a non-slip surface, a fast release, and holds up to the most demanding performance. Now, having played this pick, I guess I would agree with that. I do think it has clean overtones. It has a pretty nice surface. It's nice and not rubbery, but it's definitely kind of a smooth yet grippy texture. It isn't quite sanded either. It just seems to have a natural grip to it, which is nice. It definitely does have a fast release. You know, we might as well just turn this into an ASMR video. Now some of you will be very relaxed. In all seriousness, you really can hear in this clip how it does have clean overtones. It has a pretty clean bite and then a fast release, as they do say. So they pretty well nailed this description. The only thing I'm not sure I would agree with is when they say that it holds up to the most demanding performances. Maybe the material does in general, but this pick in particular is a 0.8 mil, and in my playing I found that the pick has quite a bit of flex to it. It has kind of a thwacky tone as a result, as you can hear in this clip. What I find with pretty much any pick that's this thin is that in terms of demanding performance, as they call it, if you're going to be strumming hard, what happens is the pick tends to flex, and if you're strumming real hard, you know, to what I would call demanding, then the tip of the pick, and I noticed it with this even in the few times that I've played this just to get a feel for it, that if you strum real hard and real fast and you're playing real aggressively, it's thin enough that the tip of the pick will fold and it doesn't have time to recover by the time you get to the next string, if you're strumming down, for example. And the result of that is that you'll find your fingertip of your first finger will sometimes scrape the following string before the pick gets to it, because the pick is bending and it's bringing your finger too close to the next string. But other than that, which is more just due to the thickness of it, I would say that this is not a bad pick at all, and they're actually fairly inexpensive. So if you're somebody who plays about a 0.8 pick and you want to try something different than like a plastic pick, or traditional plastic pick I should say, because this is considered a polymer, it might be worth checking out. The closest thing I could compare this to in terms of performance, even though it definitely has a different tone than this pick, but in terms of feel and flex for its thickness, would be something like a 0.8 mil Dunlop Tortex. But like I said, this pick sounds clearer than that, whereas a Tortex material would sound more on the dull side in comparison. So yeah, this is a decent pick. Considering I'd never played this brand of pick before, I was pleasantly surprised how much I like the material. For the way I play now, it could stand to be a little bit thicker, but I'm sure they make thicker ones. I actually bought a whole pack of these things a little while ago, and I never got around to trying them out until just recently. And at the time that I bought them, the pick that I normally used was a 0.73 mil Dunlop Tortex, so it was actually thinner than this. So I felt like this would be a good transition, but I just never got around to it. And then I really changed playing styles, started using really low drop tunings like drop C, where I'm using a 56 gauge string, and a pick that's this thin is just not going to work. It can't push those strings hard enough. So these kind of just sat for a while, and I finally found them and figured I'd do a review. Hope you guys liked that video. If you did, don't forget to share it and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.